the kids on the street, like the beggars. Basically, when they're like in poverty, they won't be able to get proper education, which can make them in the future, which can make them have bad job opportunities or just not a job in general.
A very common type of inequality is about people's ideas. Some people do not respect others' ideas and say that they are bad when people should be able to express their own ideas.
I see some kids sleeping at the streets. They don't have a proper home or house. They play Filipino games with other kids outside. It's unfair because other kids get to sleep in a proper bed and proper house. But those kids outside the street don't get a proper bed and house. They don't even get a proper education.
For example, the country colonized the one that has more because they don't want to share equally, and then the one that being colonized was not fair for that, and then the one that colonized them has more resources for that, and then they can share equally, but the one has less, they cannot share because they have less resources.
I have seen something like racial discrimination, which was a dark-skinned person getting discriminated just because of their skin color. And celebrating International Week is important because we share cultures and traditions in all around the world. It makes us more united and aware about the types of discrimination happening all around the world.
In my experience, in my design set, I have researched about poverty-stricken communities, and it really shocked me how some families, they only have 10,000 pesos to spend per month for their basic needs, which includes food or electricity. And in my INS subject as well, I've learned about pangkag, which is basically a food for the poverty-stricken communities. It is like the leftovers of restaurants or even garbage that they scatter and then clean and then eat for themselves.
Hi Peter, can you share your experience where you felt or saw someone being treated unfairly?
Sure. When I was in grade school, there was this teacher who taught us a topic, but some students didn't understand what he was talking about, so they asked him, but instead of explaining more clearly, he just repeated what he said, and then he just moved on.
Hi Jaing, can you share your experience where you felt or saw someone being treated unfairly?
Yeah, sure. Once, I saw a classmate being blamed by a group mistake, even though everyone contributed equally. So I felt unfair and I spoke up and explained what really happened. In this experience, I learned that fairness is really important, even in small situations.
哎，依琳，你能分享一下你感觉或看到有人受到不公平对待的经历吗？
可以啊，在我小时候看到有一个学生，他对老师超级无敌不尊重，因为那个老师在台上讲课，然后那名学生呢在底下呢跟别的同学玩耍，然后还跟他大声的讲话，所以我觉得这个情景对老师很不公平，因为老师很辛苦的在备课，结果学生就否定他的努力。
哦，好，谢谢。